You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
Let's talk about something that's been making big waves this week. A major legal blow to former President Donald Trump's executive order targeting birthright citizenship. You might have heard about it in passing, but this is much more than a courtroom technicality. It's a significant reaffirmation of constitutional rights, and one that could have a lasting impact on how we define citizenship in America. Here's the deal. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, in a 2-1 decision, ruled against Trump's attempt to end birthright citizenship through an executive order. The court upheld a lower ruling, stating that the order was very likely unconstitutional on its face. In other words, the court strongly believes this move doesn't hold up under the 14th Amendment. You know, the one that guarantees citizenship to all persons born or naturalized in the United States. That's been settled law for over a century. What Trump tried to do was redefine who gets to be an American citizen, and he tried to do it by bypassing Congress entirely. But according to the court, that's just not how the Constitution works. They issued a nationwide injunction to block the enforcement of the order, making it clear that this kind of executive overreach couldn't stand, at least not without serious judicial scrutiny. Now, why does this matter so much? Because the states involved in the lawsuit argued that they would suffer real harm if this order went into effect. Their population counts, which influence everything from federal funding to congressional representation, would be directly impacted if thousands of U.S.-born children were suddenly stripped of citizenship. That's not just a policy shift, that's a structural upheaval. A federal judge had already issued a separate injunction on behalf of a certified class, essentially all newborns in the U.S., to non-citizen parents. So with both decisions on the books, Trump's executive order is effectively frozen and won't take effect on July 27th as originally planned. Of course, the government is likely to appeal again, possibly taking this all the way to the Supreme Court. But for now, the courts have drawn a line. This is a vivid reminder of how powerful and controversial the 14th Amendment remains in American life. It's also a reflection of how fiercely debated the scope of presidential power is, especially when it comes to fundamental rights. Whether you support Trump or not, this decision cuts to the core of what it means to be a citizen, and who gets to make that call. Stay subscribed for more videos.